Hello there, Fulas. My name is Vitaly. I'm from Vancouver, Canada, and here's the card trick that I would like to show to Penn and Teller on season 7 of Fulas. Starts with a deck of cards. Usually I have two people that I perform this. Well, two assistants, one on one side of me, one on the other. Trick starts with I ask first person to go through the deck and take out two red jacks, because these are the jacks that we're gonna use later on in the routine. So let's say someone picked those two red jacks. Here you go, we have a jack of hearts and a jack of diamonds. Now I'm gonna ask the second person to shuffle the deck. And since I don't have anyone here, I'll shuffle them. It doesn't involve any false shuffles or anything. The deck, all the cards really getting mixed up. Just a regular deck trick. And now here's the story. So I told you that I live in Vancouver, BC. Vancouver is a very, very nice, pretty city. We have rivers, we have oceans, lakes, sunshine, lots of parks, we have mountains. You know, it's beautiful. But we do have one bad area, and it's called East Hastings Street. And that street is actually one of the entrance to downtown Vancouver. But it wasn't always like that. Back many years ago, the street was fine, and there's lots of normal people live there until the government started bringing homeless people, drug addicts. They kind of gave the street to them. So now you can see all these homeless people everywhere, and it doesn't look as pretty. But what happened back when they just started doing that? They actually had people living, and they asked them that, they told them, you should move, because soon it's not going to be like this, like it is right now anymore. And there was one really nice lady that used to live there. She lived in one of the apartment buildings with the 2 floors. And when she was told to move, she said, no, I don't want to. I lived here all my life, and I just would like to, keep living here. So government said, fine, sure, stay, it's up to you. So she lived in one of these 2-story apartment buildings. She lived on the 2nd floor in unit 202, and one day she was found in her kitchen on the floor, just laying there dead. And no one knew what happened. So what VPD, Vancouver Police Department, did, they sent their best to investigators to find who committed that crime. So they sent John Diamond and Jack Hart for them to solve this crime. So what I want you to do now, I want you to stay stop anywhere you want. My wife Maria is recording me, so she's gonna say stop, and remember one card. Please say stop at the riffle.
Stop.
Right there?
Mm-hmm.
You want more or less? No?
That's fine.
That's fine. So that's the card, as you can see. It's going back in deck. I'm gonna show you that the card that Maria said stop at is not anywhere on the top, is not anywhere close to the bottom. It should be somewhere in the middle of the deck. So now, when these 2 investigators came to investigate, one of them went onto the 1st floor. Maria, please take the card face up like this and put him anywhere, put the jack anywhere halfway closer to the bottom.
To the bottom.
Take a second one, put it halfway closer to the top. So I'm gonna push them in. So look what they found. All these cards in between them, all these cards. These are all the suspects, right? These are all the bad guys that, during their life committed some kind of a crime. But today we're only looking for one. So, since Maria knows the card, I don't, I'm gonna show her these photographs because, she's the witness. All I'm asking her is just to make sure that the bad guy is one of these cards. Don't tell me which one, just make sure he's here. Because remember, it's Jack's job to find the killer. Did you see it?
Yeah.
We're gonna put the cards back. So they went second time. And look, still, they found suspects on the first floor, on the second. Maria, give the deck a cut. Complete the cut. They went second time. This time they found more suspects on the first, few on the second. Do one more cut for me. The third time they went. Let's see. So many suspects on the second floor, and they kept going. Look, I'll give it a cut. It doesn't really make any difference. They kept going and going back, you know, and they couldn't find anyone. They had many suspects on the first floor, many on the second. And they kept going back for many months until one of them, and I believe it was John Hart, who said, hey, Jack, remember back in law school what they taught us? They actually taught us that back in police academy, that whenever something like this happens, something so complicated, you always have to go back to the original crime scene. So they went back to that two-story apartment building, back to that second floor, to that 202 unit, to that kitchen where the lady was found. And this time, that doesn't matter. This time, they actually found, as you can see, just one card. There's one card now captured by them, one card right in between them. Now, Maria, tell me, who was the bad guy who did such a horrible thing to that poor lady?
6 of diamonds.
The 6 of diamonds. And here's the trick that I would like to show Penn and Teller. I usually do this trick for magicians because it fools them a lot. I've been doing this trick for many years. I've known it for a long time, but 99% of magicians don't know how it's done. So this is the trick that I would like to show next year. Thank you very much, and I hope to hearing from you guys back. Bye. Cut.